Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I am so excited to bring you this amazing collection called Enchanted Christmas from our friends at Crafters Companion. There is so much to see. Let's look at all of this. I had to make a big pile here. So there's the Arctic Deer cutting die, the Winter Wreath cutting die, oops, upside down, Festive Fairies cutting dies, the Magical Moonlight, and this one's got a little, it could be either a fairy or an elf, and then it's also got these stamps with it. Winter Wonderland, this is a stamp and cutting die set. Sparkle All the Way stamp set. Forest Foliage stamp set. Simply Stags stamp set. Magical Pixies stamp set. Fantasy Forest stamp set. Forest Vines stencil, Enchanted Snowfall stencil, Sparkling Snowfall embossing folder, Pine Forest embossing folder, and this is the Enchanted Christmas paper pad, and then of course a collection of beautiful luxury glitter cardstock. Look at all of this, so much to play with. So yes, come back and come play with us. So let me first show you this beautiful card that my friend Debbie made. It's got both of the Magical Moonlight stamp and cutting die set with it. As you can see, she used this beautiful moon here, so pretty. And this little, I think it's a fairy, but they're calling it a pixie. So the cute little pixie, and then it lets you add the wing here if you'd like. And then it's even got the little ornaments that come and kind of drip down, so pretty. Debbie actually used the embossing folder. This one's called Sparkling Snowfall, and let me open this up a little bit. She actually took the luxury glitter cardstock. She cut this down to size, and she went ahead and put it in there and embossed directly on that, and then just used a purple ink pad to just go over those raised embossed images to really show that embossing folder. So pretty. And she even used, she purple embossed the little twinkle greeting there as well. What I love about this cardstock, you guys, is Crafters Companion really knows how to make cardstock. This stuff, it's almost like it's heat embossed on there. It does not come off. You're not going to have glitter everywhere. It really holds on there, and it's so beautiful, and we'll see more colors as we go along. All right, so let's take it this next card. Here's one that I made, and I used the Forest Foliage stamp set with this, and this is just a really simple card to check out here. Let me show you how I did this one. So first of all, I started off with, this is a circle cutting die set, and it's got this great little deckled edge or torn edge. And so what I did is I just took one of these dies. I believe I used this one. Yes, I did. All right. And I went ahead and just put that on some cardstock here. Oh, I did not use that one. There we go. And then I just took a pencil and I just traced around the outside edge, which gave me a straight edge. And then I just took one of my little foliage pieces here. I used this one right here, and I just used a stamping block. Now you can use your stamping platform for this if you'd like, but I just went ahead and went around and stamped using sort of a lime green from this green and yellow Cat Eye Q stamp pad. All right, so that was the first layer that I went around, and I just did them evenly spaced. I stamped here and here, and then here and here, so they were evenly spaced, and then stamped in between those. Okay, so that way they're nice, spaced evenly. Then I took the next size, this pine right here, and I went and stamped in between each one of these. Okay, well, you went around and did that. And then finally, I just used these beautiful little swirl pieces right here. And I used the blue and aqua set for that, for the ink pad, and stamped those around that edge too. Then I went ahead and used this torn edge circle, and I went ahead and die cut this circle and then stamped the Winter Wonderland greeting on that, and just inked the edge a little bit, foam taped it right over the top. It was very simple to do. This would be a great card if you're mass producing your Christmas cards and making 20 all the same. And then of course it's got this beautiful teal or aqua glitter cardstock as well. All right, so here's one. I'm gonna kind of build a card for you right here as we go. Sometimes we like to cover the entire back of our card with the glitter cardstock, or just do an inset like this one. But if you love to save the glitter cardstock like I do, another way to do that would be to just take a strip of this purple cardstock and just glue it at the top and bottom of your card. And then from the paper pad, it has all these wonderful backgrounds on it. Let me show you really quick. It's got multiple of each design, and if you go through, it's got some all over pattern, and then it's got some scenes. So you can do sort of a scene builder card, which I think is just amazing to do. Okay, so on this particular one, I just went ahead and I wanted to choose which portion I was going to keep. So I just cut away the excess here. And then I knew I wanted to use the Simply Stags stamps because deer are just really on trend this holiday season. So what I did was I went ahead and gold embossed my deer, and this is gold tinsel embossing powder. So I just stamped here, and then I also stamped a greeting at the top, sparkle all the way. And so I can just glue that down. And then I used some little sparklets. This is Winter Wishes. I think this might be my favorite set of sparklets. I use this a lot. And I just put little groupings of sparklets here with the little stars in here. Really simple Christmas card, you guys. And this would also be another one to make if you're mass producing your Christmas cards and doing a lot of those. Okay, and here's another one I did. This one used the stencil Enchanting Snowfall, but I also took from the paper pad this all over background, and then I used, here we go, I used the Enchanting Snowfall stencil, and I'll tell you what, when doing stenciling, I love to use this spray and stick. It's repositional, like stencil spray from Crafter's Companion. Just sprayed it on one side and then put that right there. And every part of it, if you get a nice coat on it, every part of it is going to stick, and the little tiny delicate pieces are not going to lift up on you when you're going ahead and applying either your ink or your, in this case I used Ocean Spray Kiss Glitter Kiss, okay? So I went ahead and applied that right on there. You know what, let's just go ahead. I wasn't going to do this on there, but we're just going to wing it. Okay, let me show you how great this stuff is. I would recommend doing this outside and not in your studio. Here's a little bit of a scent. There we go. All right. And then, because they're both that 6x6, it makes that really easy to just line that up. Okay, make sure all those little pieces connect. And then you've got your glitter kiss, which is so great because it has your little application pad there. Oops. Little piece came off. All right, and then you're just going to cover your pad there. And I like to just do it a little pounce on there to get it going. And what you want to do is just kind of scrape and make sure you get a nice thick layer, because you can always just take it right off. I'm just going to do one corner of this. Okay, I'm just scraping off that excess. Okay, and now you would do the whole thing. There we go. Look what a perfect image that is. Whoop. Okay, it's perfect. There's nothing to worry about. Really easy to use. I love that. All right. Boy, I'm just getting a messy pile here going on. All right, so also on this card, I also used the Pixies cutting dies and that great stamp set. Okay, now that I went ahead and did something I didn't think I was going to do, here we go. I've lost everything. Here we go. So this is the Festive Fairies, rather, cutting die. It's got 4 different shapes, and I went ahead and cut that out of the black glitter cardstock. So pretty. And then on this one, I just wanted to put some little houses and things at the bottom. So I used this little tree stump, and then the mushrooms, and I guess these are little mushrooms as well. And instead of using regular snow, I used Silver Stickles glitter glue. And I just squeezed out, I didn't try to cover the whole little stamped snow area. I just put a little bit and tried to let some of the background show through on that. Whoop, clean off camera when I did that. Here we go. Let's try that again. You can see. And I just put a little bit of those stickles in there. And that's all you needed to do, just to give it a little wow. And then here, I went ahead and did a little dots of silver stickle around here. And as you can see, after I cleaned my stencil, I went back and just added a few little black stars, just using a black ink pad, just to give it a little character. And then on the inside, because I used black cardstock to make my actual card, I wanted to do a white panel on the inside, and then I just did a little element there on the left-hand side. Very simple card to do, very easy to do. All right, here's another card, beautiful card that Debbie made. Gorgeous. For this card, she used the stencil, the forest vines, and she just put that directly on a blank white card and used a blue cat eye ink pad. It's got several different shades of dark blue all the way to light blue. She started out with the dark blue, and then as she went down, she just kind of phased in a medium blue down to a light blue. I love that effect. And then she also used the winter wreath cutting die, and she cut those out of the glitter cardstock as well, out of the aqua color teal and then the black, and just laid one over the top of the other. She did the sparkle, and then for the cutting die and stamped greeting, she did sparkle and then all the way. And then for the magical pixies, she actually stamped those using a clear embossing pad, and then she used both this light blue glitter, which is called Sparkling Spring Sparkling Blue, and also this one is Starry Night, and it's a black, and you can see, so beautiful, and it's got more sparkle on that. She did that in 2 layers. First, she said she did the blue over the entire image and stamped that, and then she did a separate image using the Starry Night, and then she cut out that image. So cute. Okay, so for our last card, whoops, wow. For the last card, here's one that I made, and I used the Pine Forest embossing folder and also this great deer cutting die. Rather, I should say, this is the Arctic deer. So let me show you both of these. This is the Pine Forest and the Arctic deer. And what I did with this was I just took pastel, light green pastel cardstock, put it in here, embossed that. Okay, and then, oops, I had that upside down. You want to emboss that so the bright side up is going to be the one that has the most embossed trees. There's also some that are, if you reverse that, that would be the de-embossed side. So you want the side that has the embossed images. And then what I did is I just took this green ink pad, oops, and I went over the edges of this and the surface as well, just to pick up like the darker shade. Go. And I like holding onto it this way. Some people like to put it down on a flat surface, but if I do it like this, I can actually get my hand kind of behind where I am applying that ink. kind of push that forward a little bit so it's really picking up those embossed trees. Okay, I can kind of not really push it forward, but I'm finding that I'm concentrating on that area. There we go. All right, so you can see how that's picking up those tree colors, or tree shapes rather. Okay, then I also used the luster polish, and this one is Snow and Ice luster polish. And for that, made sure to go around the edges first. And it's so beautiful. It really does have this shimmering effect. And then I made sure I had some over the entire surface of the little applicator. And then I just went right over the surface of those embossed trees. There we go. If you can see that shimmering effect. So pretty. Love that. And then I went ahead and added some of these little snowflake sequins. They come in this little tin, and there's some little white sequins in here as well as snowflakes. Beautiful. Here we go. So you can see those right there. And then of course I die cut the Arctic deer out of the black glitter cardstock, and then use the silver or the pearl as a mat. So lots to do, lots to show you today. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you check out the money saver that we have on this. We have 2 money savers because there were so many wonderful things. Check that out. If you're joining us on YouTube, make sure you check out the description that's in, rather the links that are in the description. And there's also a link there to paperwishes.com where you can check out lots more videos and goodies that we have to share.